Daylight saving time, or DST, is a system where we change our clocks twice a year. In the spring, we spring forward and move our clocks 1 hour ahead. This gives us more daylight in the evening. In the fall, we fall back and move our clocks back 1 hour, returning us to standard time. Many people believe DST is meant to help farmers. However, farmers actually opposed DST when it was first proposed. The main idea behind DST is to save energy by making better use of daylight hours. The idea is that if it is lighter later, people will use less electricity for lighting. DST also aims to reduce traffic accidents and crime rates, as there is more daylight during the hours when people are most active. However, DST has its critics. Some argue that the energy savings are minimal and that the health and safety benefits are overstated. The twice-yearly time change can also disrupt sleep patterns and cause fatigue. This leads some to question whether DST is still relevant in the 21st century. The idea of DST has been around for centuries. Benjamin Franklin, the famous American inventor and politician, jokingly suggested it in 1784 as a way to save candles. However, it wasn't until the late 19th century that DST was seriously considered. In 1895, George Hudson, a New Zealand entomologist, proposed a 2-hour shift forward in October and a 2-hour shift back in March. He wanted more daylight hours to collect insects. William Willett, a British builder, independently proposed DST in 1905. He wanted to prevent people from wasting daylight in the summer months. Despite their efforts, DST wasn't adopted by any country until World War I. Germany was the first to implement DST in 1916 as a way to conserve fuel. Many other countries, including the United States, soon followed suit. DST was used off and on by various countries throughout the 20th century, often depending on economic conditions and wartime needs. The dates and durations of DST have also changed over time, leading to some confusion and debate. Today, DST is used in over 70 countries around the world, affecting over 1 billion people. However, its adoption is far from universal. Countries located closer to the equator experience less variation in daylight hours throughout the year, and generally see less need for DST. Most of North America and Europe observe DST, although there are exceptions. For example, Arizona and Hawaii in the United States do not observe DST. Many countries in Africa and Asia also do not observe DST. The decision of whether or not to observe DST is often based on a combination of factors, including geographical location, economic considerations, political climate, and public opinion. The lack of a unified global standard for DST also leads to confusion and logistical challenges, particularly for international businesses and travelers. The economic impacts of DST are complex and widely debated. Proponents of DST argue that it boosts retail sales, particularly for businesses like outdoor restaurants, sporting goods stores, and recreational facilities. People tend to spend more money when there is more daylight available for shopping and leisure activities. DST can also increase productivity in certain industries. For example, construction and agriculture benefit from the extended daylight hours. However, critics argue that DST disrupts workplace schedules, particularly for businesses that operate across time zones. The twice-yearly time change can also lead to errors and decreased efficiency in the workplace. The overall economic impact of DST likely varies depending on the specific industry, geographical location, and individual behavior patterns. The health effects of DST. The health effects of DST are also a subject of ongoing research and debate. Some studies suggest that DST can have positive effects on mood and mental health. The increase in daylight hours during the evening can lead to more opportunities for outdoor activities and socialization. This can help to alleviate symptoms of seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, and improve overall well-being. However, other studies have linked DST to negative health outcomes. The disruption to the body's natural circadian rhythm caused by the time change can lead to sleep deprivation, fatigue, and reduced cognitive function. Some studies have even shown an increase in heart attacks and strokes in the days following the spring transition to DST. The long-term health effects of DST are still not fully understood and require further investigation. DST and the environment. One of the original arguments in favor of DST was its potential to save energy by reducing the need for artificial lighting. While DST does lead to a decrease in electricity consumption for lighting, the overall impact on energy usage is less clear. Some studies suggest that DST may actually lead to an increase in energy consumption. People may use more air conditioning during the extended daylight hours, particularly during the summer months. Additionally, the time change can disrupt energy production and distribution networks. The overall environmental impact of DST likely depends on various factors. These include geographical location, climate, energy consumption patterns, and the availability of renewable energy sources. More research is needed to fully understand the complex relationship between DST and the environment. The future of daylight saving time. The future of DST is uncertain. Public opinion is divided, with some people advocating for its abolition and others supporting its continuation or even year-round implementation. Several countries are currently considering changes to their DST policies. Some are debating whether to abolish DST altogether, while others are exploring the possibility of implementing it year-round. The European Union conducted a survey in 2018. It found that a majority of citizens were in favor of abolishing the twice-yearly time change. This has led to discussions about ending the mandatory clock changes for member states. However, no concrete decisions have been made yet. The future of DST likely depends on a complex interplay of political will, public opinion, scientific evidence, and economic considerations. How DST affects you. DST, whether you realize it or not, has an impact on your life. The twice-yearly time change can affect your sleep patterns, potentially leading to fatigue, irritability, and reduced productivity. It can also affect your finances. You might see small changes in your energy bills or experience disruptions to your work schedule. Your health can also be affected. You might experience mood swings, changes in appetite, or even an increased risk of certain health problems due to the disruption of your body's natural rhythms. It's essential to be aware of these potential impacts and take steps to minimize any negative effects. This might involve adjusting your sleep schedule gradually in the days leading up to the time change, staying hydrated, eating a balanced diet, and engaging in regular physical activity. And why the clock change debate matters to you, visit our Mystics and Metrics blog on our website at fusionofknowledge.com. Sign up for our free newsletter to learn more about our masterclasses and to receive a free ebook on light energy medicine. You can also take advantage of our free Life Force Navigation Report, where you can receive a personalized quantum human design assessment to gain insight into your unique energetic blueprint.